Hey guys, welcome back to Wicked Journey. This is Quentin. Just want to make this video. It'll be September 6th, 2021. I actually published my first video last year on September 6th, 2020, and that was my first start as a YouTuber, trying to get the content out and trying to get my niche going and stuff. Have I found that yet? I'm still working on it, mostly doing like reviews and try to be informational as best as I can. But part of this is to kind of state where I think my channel is going to be going and what I'm going to do with it. I chose to talk this, I chose this place at Knott's Berry Farm because in actuality, this was the first place where I actually did my first video. Even though it's the second one that I published, it is actually the first video that I did, and then the first video was actually the second one that I did. So it kind of holds a little place for me here at Knott's Berry Farm. As you can see in the background, there's Whittles. You can't plan that any better. But I just want to discuss what I'm going to do with the channel, where I'm going to go with it, and what my plans are. And in actuality, I was going to go ahead and kind of put a hold on my channel for a little bit. There's a couple things in my life that weren't going correctly, and I couldn't manage my time very well. And so in order to do one thing, I got to sacrifice something else. And it was going to be YouTube that was going to get the sacrifice on it. And as things started to resolve, I kind of realized that I need the YouTube. And the reason I need YouTube is, I don't know if you guys remember from my first video that I published, I'm a healthcare worker. And we are under a lot of stress these days. And doing YouTube kind of helps me with that stress. I like creating, I like telling the story, and I like the process of editing, learning, crafting, figuring things out to kind of bring entertainment and enjoyment to whoever watches this. And I want to continue that. I felt that if I stopped being in front of the camera, if I stopped editing, if I stopped creating, that I think it would affect me in my job, and I would just wind up hating it because that's all that I would be doing. It's just that job. And that's something I wanted to avoid. I don't really need that in my life right now. I really need to continue to help people as a healthcare worker and just be fresh-minded, be clear. And this is what YouTube is doing for me. It's making everything clear for me because now I'm concentrating on something different. And that's the key word, different. I'm not doing the monotonous thing of helping people, wound care, doing IVs, checking people in, checking people out. And having to deal with what the company, what their direction is going into, and then your supervisors. I mean, it seems like any other job, but to me, it's more involving. I've been in retail, and all you do is you're a cashier. People come in, go out. But with caregiving, you're actually, in what I do, you're actually seeing the same people over and over again, and you kind of develop a relationship, a friendship. You get to trust them, and you get to talk with them. But to me, at this point, it's not enough. Now, I'm not putting that down or anything. I still enjoy doing that, but I just needed something more. So I kind of took the things off the books of, I'm not going to put my YouTube channel on hold. I'm going to continue with it. And what I have to do is every moment that I have off from work is going to be dedicated to, one, taking care of myself, taking care of my house, and taking care of the people around me that are in my house and my dogs. I need to do that. So, and also too, just to let you know, we have male and female dogs, both German Shepherds, and they we had puppies. In April we had puppies, so we had puppies all over the place. And for the first 3 weeks it was fine. Paisley, the mom, she took care of all that, fed them, you know, cleaned them up and everything, and all we had to do was make sure that she ate. And then after the 3 weeks she stopped taking care of them, and we're like, uh-oh. So we had to start taking care of the babies. We had to transition from milk to solid food within days. We were afraid that they weren't going to be eating. So we got all the transitions, and then, you know, the total amount of puppies that she had was 8 puppies. So we took care of 8 puppies, and the funny part was we had 4 males, 4 females, an even set. It's just crazy. So we spent the whole 8 weeks taking care of puppies, and that was kind of a toll on work, trying to do YouTube, because I would sneak out for a couple hours, come to Knott's Berry Farm, and try to get some content together, and then go home in time to take care of puppies, feed them and everything like that. So it was challenging, and this was part of, I guess you would say, you would burn out on it, because you just feel that pressure of trying to make something good and bring it out, and hopefully the people who watch it think that it's good as well. There's no guarantee on that everybody likes what you like or what I like. There's no guarantee on that. You kind of hope and pray that what you spent hours on, people will watch. Hit and miss. But that's the challenge of it. What do your audience want to see from you? Do they want to see stuff personal from you? They want to know you? Or do they want to know information about theme parks? They want to know what food tastes like, coffee. You know, if you review coffee, what's the better coffee? Do they trust you in your reviews? And that's the thing that, you know, you kind of hope for, is that you do things well enough that they'll come back for more, and they will continue to watch and be entertained. Now, my job in YouTube is to make sure that I put out the best content, and I'm still learning this, so I might not be 100%, but once I get there, then I should be golden to entertain you and maintain you guys from beginning to the end of what I'm making. And that's what I'm trying to do. I'm doing the best I can to do all of that. And I'm still learning what I need to do with the camera. Like, I still need to learn that I gotta do B-roll. I didn't fully understand what B-roll was. I thought it was always just slow motion stuff. So every time someone mentioned B-roll, it was always slow motion stuff. Not knowing that B-roll is anything and everything that you take where you're not in it and not talking, and you have music in the background. It's sort of like a filler. That's B-roll. I have to learn to do that. I want to add music to my videos. The problem is reading some of the contracts in some of these places that you subscribe to. If you don't read the fine print, you can actually get into a lot of trouble. And what I mean by that is, I'm not going to name any names because I don't want to get targeted for this, but there's a company that you can subscribe to where you can get music, sound effects, all that. You have to read the fine print. And the fine print says you can use their content all you want. You're not going to get a copyright strike, anything like that, because you are paying them money to their subscriptions, and you're doing that monthly. As long as you do that, you're safe. But it does say in there, if you decide to leave the subscription and no longer be a part of their program, every piece of music that you put in there will now become copyrighted material. So you better make sure that when you go onto these things, that you're going to stay with them probably like forever. There is one, however, where if you want to use a piece of music, you have to petition to get a license for it to use for your video, and then once they approve it, that license is there forever. You don't have to worry about that. It's there. Even if you stop being a subscriber, you can still use their music because you actually got the license for that particular video. Now, you would have to get another license if you use the same music on another video, so you'd have to petition for that. That becomes a process. But if you look at it in the big way, once you do all that, if you decide to leave that company, you don't have to go back in all your videos and take out all that music. You can leave it there because you have a license for it. That's the big difference between the two. So it's like, which one would I go for? Actually, I'm gonna go for neither. I'm gonna make my own music. I play guitar, I have a bass, I have drum machines on my computer, and I have programs where I can make music and do that. The thing is time. Do I have time to do all that? I have to make time. So what do you do on that case? You have to maybe stop doing content, or you take your day off and taking care of yourself in the house and sit there and concentrate on making music. Because once you get a library of music, then you can select which ones you're going to use for your videos, which would be great. Therein lies the other problem. So that's the direction I'm going to go for, is when I do these videos and I want to add music, I want to do everything. I want to do the filming, the editing, making the music, and just so that I know when I put it out there, it's all me. It's all me that's going out there. And that's what I want to do. I want to get that creativity in there and present it to you guys, and then you guys are telling me what you think. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed, but in my videos, I do not ask you to please like, to please subscribe, or hit that notification bell so you do not miss any new videos that I've uploaded. I don't say any of that. I was in my earlier videos, but I was just saying please like, if you like what you see, give me one of these. That's what I was doing. And I decided I'm not gonna do that because I feel that my content right now is not where I want it to be, to where you guys are just watching it from beginning to end. And I feel I have no right to even ask you guys to hit the like button, to subscribe, and hit the notification bell. So I don't say anything at all. Everybody knows that you can hit those things. So what I do is, if you guys do like it, that means I'm doing something correct. And I do appreciate any likes, any subscribers that I get. I do appreciate that, but I'm not gonna ask for it. Now, there is here in the corner where I do have a little icon that if you hover over it, it will say subscribe. That is the only one that I have on there, besides the red button down below here that says subscribe. I just don't feel comfortable asking for that. I'm the guy that's providing the entertainment for you guys. I'm the guy that has to do the hard work to bring you back to watch my videos, whether you subscribe to me or not. As long as I know that you're enjoying what I make, that's what makes me happy. Now, yes, it would be nice if you guys would subscribe, if you guys would like, but I'm not making it a point. I'm not reminding you that, if you could do that, I would really appreciate it. I will always thank you for watching. I will always appreciate you for watching. But it is my job to make sure that you're entertained, that you're informed, and that you like how I produce the video. And that's my goal, because if I keep asking for those things, I'm never gonna know, did I get it because you really like the video, or did I get it because I asked you to do it? Those two things are very important to me. I would rather have you like and subscribe because you like what I do and you want to see more of it. So, besides this video just letting you know, I am not going to bring it up. I may never bring it up. Even if I'm close to a goal, I'm never going to bring it up. I just don't feel right in asking you for something that I didn't deserve. Okay, that's almost like me holding a styrofoam cup out on the corner and I'm asking you for money when I have a job. I can make my own money, but because I want extra cash, I'm going to go to you and ask you for money. To me, that's like the same thing. I mean, I will only help somebody if I know they need it, not because they're doing it because I want to get extra cash. And it was kind of reminds me of a story where a gentleman approached me. He was dressed really nice, driving a Cadillac. Comes up to me and goes, "Hey, can you spare some extra change so I can get gas for my car? I kind of overdid it in Vegas." I was a little taken back by that, and I kind of said, "No, you should have put something aside if you knew you were going to gamble away all your money. That way you can make your way home." He got mad at me because I wouldn't give him any money because he needed it to get home. But he actually really didn't need it. He just asking for it. So, you know, he got mad at me and he said, "Well, I hope this never happens." Well, if this happens to you, you don't come to me and ask for money. I go, "Well, it will never happen to me because I'm smart enough to know I have to tuck away something just in case I get, you know, carried away with gambling." And I've always done that. I always hide a few extra dollars so I have to make it home. That's the way I feel with asking you to like and subscribe to my channel. I just don't, you know, if I'm not bringing the entertainment, I don't deserve it. If I get likes and subscribes, it means I'm entertaining you and you're enjoying everything I do. So I am nowhere near where my goal is for being 1 year on YouTube. You know, I had some hit and misses. I thought this was easy, but it's a very, very difficult process. And it's a challenge. I do something different every day, you know, that I make the content. I do something different. And when I hit on something that I know people like, then I do try to do more of it. I try to expand on that just to give you guys what you're looking for. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy just traveling to a place to actually, through my eyes, bring you to that place, because either you didn't know about it or you can't make it to it, or you're interested in it but didn't know anything about it. And that's what I want to do. And I want to make the content to where you can watch it at any time, any year, any month, any day, and still be entertained, and it would still be valid at that time. And that's the difficult part. You don't want to make something that's only good for that day or that week. You may watch it, but then you may not continue to watch it. So I just want to bring something special to the table for you guys and entertain you. And that's what my goals are with this channel from here on. Is I want to make sure that I'm bringing everything to the table for you guys and just draw you in. And I'm not going to ask, I'm not going to beg. I'm going to keep going as long as my mind needs that filter to create, to take myself away from the reality of work and all the politics and everything that comes around with life. So thank you guys for putting up with everything that I do. I really appreciate you guys watching. I hope I entertain you guys and I bring something of value to you, to your life. Or if you're down and you're not feeling well and my videos have bring you up out of the depths, brought you out of that hole that somehow you wound up in or fell in, that makes my heart gold. That means I've done something very, very well to help someone out. And that's all I want to do. All right, guys, thank you for watching. I appreciate everything you guys do, and I hope we can continue this and it just keeps going for as long as I can do it. I will continue to do it, and I will continue to bring the best of me out on these things so you guys can get a chance to just see that, witness it, and go, man, that was entertaining. All right, guys, have a good night until I take you to another wicked place. Have a good night, guys, and be safe.